When the phone rings, it stops the video, so this is going to be multiple videos.
Okay, well, I got to this point with cleaning that off with Scotch Brite before the phone started ringing, so brushed it up with the brush. This helps a lot. I tried using the rubber hose, like the other guy had on the YouTube, using that vacuum hose to spin the valve. That's nah. Too much flexibility, it bounces around too much, you can damage your valve. This holds it firm and strong, and it gives you total control. Okay, now I'll put this on here, put that on, and using the Scotch Brite reveals other things you have to clean off of the valve. Right now it looks like the valve will be good, all you gotta do is just clean it off, but you'll see after I get done with it here what it does to it. I had a bug in the air. Scotch Brite stuff's pretty amazing. Now, one thing that I know from watching the other YouTubes that I watched, don't grab it after you're using that like that. That thing's hot, it'll burn you. I done learned the hard way because they didn't tell me that on other videos I watched. Now you see that black stuff? And those little gray looking little pits all around there? That's what you want to sand off. See all that right there, that line of stuff?
Oh yeah.
You want to get that clean to get that off of it. See how this is like little pits all the way around there. See all them right there?
Yeah.
Ouch.
It's white.
Got my finger too close. Now, you see what it does with sandpaper. And the water. I'm going to use 220 first. That does a lot of grinding on it.
Oh, wait a minute.
You want to come around this side?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go ahead.
Okay, you can already see the difference rather quickly. This one's cleaned up a little bit better than other ones did. A little bit more with the rougher sandpaper. I rotate my thumb back and forth, try and give it more of a round it off better. Look at that. That's pretty much almost like brand new. All them pits are pretty much gone. So now I'm going to use the...
Hold still. I gotta get the shiny light out of the way.
Oh. Well, the worst area that's still showing is that little bit right there.
Which I can't see in the phone.
You can't see them little places right there?
No, the phone's not showing it.
Oh.
There it is.
Uh-huh.
I just said it's an angle.
Yeah, very little left showing on there. Now I'll use the 500 grit sandpaper.
Oh, I can't get it to show.
Okay, well, it gives you an idea anyhow. Now that's the 1500, I'm not using that yet. That's the final polish. Now I use the 500 grit. This shines it up more, makes it more smoother. Sometimes it's a little hard to hold that paper. Kind of use your pinky and the other finger, and then your first finger and your thumb. I use my thumb, rotate it back and forth with my thumb. So that helps give me a rounded off, nice polished look on it. You can do that a little bit more. So when I use the fine one, it's done. Yeah, I like the way that's looking. You get kind of a little tiny little freckle micro spot. It's kind of little, neat little, you gotta need basically magnifying glass to see it, ain't nothing worth worrying about. Now the 1500 grit is the one that really puts the chrome shine to it. Make it look like brand new. And you can feel it when you're using it on here too. It gets really, really smooth feeling. Almost like you're moving on ice with it. That's how smooth it gets. Doesn't take a whole lot with the 1500 to get it like that, like brand spanking new. Look at that, shiny like chrome. Now that's. And this here you generally get because of the way you're holding it, so it usually gets the top part pretty clean too, and then it makes it look like you got new valves in it. There's my wife doing the video. And after you do that and get it shine, then when you start using it, this here valve cleaning stuff, that's when you end up getting that gray ring on it. And that gives you your measurement on how much the valve is actually seating and settling on. And it gives you that good look with that nice smooth gray line ring around on it. And that's how you get that done. It's pretty simple. And you gotta get a little practice in it. Now doing these here, to get those other bad places out of these, it looks like little pits in it. You gotta do this several times with that valve cleaning stuff. The valve grinding compound. You gotta use that 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 times, depending on how the valve is, until you get that nice smooth gray ring all the way around, and you have the same all the way around on the valve. If you only have half of a moon, half of a circle of the gray, nice smooth gray, and then the other part's not there, you need to do it a couple more times. And then it gets you that smooth ring all the way around on it. And then you know it's going to seal all the way around because you have that same circle all the way around.
I'll show them how to do that part.
I'm going to redo this one, which will be how I'll get to this big one after I finish this little one. But I don't want to get out of place on what I'm doing. So I'm going to go back to the little one and finish that one off. I set this one here so I don't lose which one I'm working on. Alright, now I should drill down for a minute so I don't get ahead of myself. It's easy to do. But this valve is back in where this one goes, so I can get the rest of that nice smooth ring donut. I want to get the rest of them little pit looking marks out of it. Look, some are darker shaded than the rest of the gray, and that's what you want to smooth out and get out of it. The gray valve grinding compound, that's why they call it a grinding compound, because it actually grinds the metal down and gives you a good seat on it. And it's got the little microfibers in that gray valve grinding compound. It has, as you can see on it, the little tiny fine metal fragments in there. And those little fine metal fragments is what grinds.
No, I can't see.
Okay, well maybe the light,
Anyway.
the light can sunlight make it shine, and you can see the little fine metal fragments.
Yeah, now I see it.
Those are like sandpaper, and that's what grinds into the metal.
Okay.
And that's what makes it grind it evenly all around. And the gray also ends up grinding into the metal, so that's why it gives you that gray ring versus the chrome shine. Yeah, I'll put a little bit of oil on. You gotta do it slow and take your time. If you don't, you forget to do something like oil it, and then you mess up the hole where your valve goes. You'll end up putting burrs in this right here, and then I won't want to slide in and out of there and smoothly like it's supposed to. Now the head's heavy, so you gotta be careful with it. And you want to put a little dab of oil in the hole. That's how some of them do it. I like to take and put a little bit more in the valve and like to let it drool down. And I like to make sure I get plenty in the hole before I start pushing the valve in there. Okay, I like to be able to spin it smoothly and softly. Some of them I have, they'll just drop down on their own, but just barely touching it and it's nice and smooth. And no noise, no nothing. Okay, now what I do, I take the rag and I wipe the oil off this end of it so that the tape can stick. As you have the oil there, the tape won't stick, and then the drill won't work and spin it very well, because then the tape will come off and you can't get the work done, because those little wooden sticks with the suction cups, they take too long. But doing this way, which is part of one of the videos I watched online, was doing it with the drill, which I like that idea. You get higher RPMs, but you gotta be careful. If you put too much pressure, you can still burn up your valve. I know I made one make a little bit of noise on one of the first ones I done. I was like, oh, I gotta be careful. If not, you'll burn a ring around your valve. You gotta be very gentle. High speed drill is good, and you gotta be careful on the weight of it. If you use a high one, like a very heavy one like I got here, you gotta be careful, because the weight of it can warp your valve if you ain't careful. You got to hold it up here and be very cautious with it. And you tighten it up real tight. You're not gonna hurt the valve. The tape's stopping it from marking it up. And then you see how you got that right there. See how that valve sticks out. Now, I kind of got ahead of myself putting the drill on already. I didn't want to do that, but I take some of this valve grinding compound, I put it here like that, and I spin it, the valve, and get a certain amount of it on the valve. And I put my extra there, so I don't waste it. I don't want to waste this stuff. Then I put my finger back here again, make sure I push it around on that back side of the valve where I want it. I don't want it to take and be coming up on the outside lip and waste it. Stuff's not that cheapo stuff, and you don't want to waste it anyway. I do that right there. Let's see how much I have. That grinding.
Hear the noise.
Yep. Now, I hold my foot on the head.
Hold on. Okay.
I hold my foot on the head, then I gently make sure I have myself balanced, put my arm on my leg, and off and on with the button.
Up and down.
Now I reverse my drill. Try not to spin it too fast, because then you spit spin off your grinding compound stuff. You don't want to do that. Alright, now I'm going to put some more on there. You also got to keep it wet and keep it good, because spinning it at higher RPMs will also dry this stuff up, and then you end up with a drier compound on your valve, and you don't want to burn it up. And it don't matter how many times you go back and do this, you're going to get grinding noise, because of the way the compound's designed. It's going to grind. Even once you get it to where it's quiet and smooth, you put more grinding compound on it, you're still going to get a grinding noise. It's not going to stop it from the grinding, because of the way it's designed. It's supposed to grind. Now you're going to do this, and you just hold the trigger on the drill, and you don't really burn it up with stuff like that. So these valve holes, where these valves go, are not designed for high speed spinning. Now I'm going to take it back out and see what kind of progress I got done. Because you spin it too fast in that little hole, and you're going to end up melting the metal and getting burrs, and then you're messing things up. And a high rate of speed of metal spinning like that will, like burning out a bearing, like a brass bearing or whatever, you can spin burrs into it.
So will that not pull straight through the hole?
Not with the tape on. I gotta take tape off
okay.
first. Yeah, this tape there is what holds it. Gives me a good grip.
Yeah, we got that part.
Yeah. Now, wipe that off. Make sure I don't have no piece of tape getting in there. Push this out. And the first thing I do is I look at the valve, see how much more of a nice smooth gray ring I have here. The valves usually look better faster than the hole on the head. You can do this and make this valve look like brand new, and then, oh wow, but you ain't done, because the head is what's hard to get. And after you do this over and over and over until you get that ring on the head right, this still looks real good. It did the first time I did it, but now this actually looks a little better. There's a couple little places not showing up now that were. So that's good. That's really nice and in good shape right there for that valve. Now, let's see how I got my valve seat looking on the head. Make sure you got that thing steady too. You don't want it to fall up on your leg or something, depending on what kind of workbench you got. I'm using the back of the Jeep to use like a table. And this is on a 96 Jeep Cherokee, by the way, on the video, with the inline straight 6 motor. Horse of a motor. Very nice motors. Now, I got this here. Uh-oh, I got a burr in my finger. That hurt. Now, I'll use some of this stuff. Helps clean stuff off. Be cautious with it. It's not cheap. I don't want to waste it. And like that.
Fumy.
Yeah, it's fumy, so it's good to use it outside.
Smells like paint thinner.
One of them YouTube said it's not very healthy stuff to breathe in, bad for your lungs. So you don't want to use that stuff indoors. Yeah, just about everything is gone that was there. Not much anything there now.
Yeah.
That grinded all that off of it and gave me a smooth.
That black ring that was on it.
Yep, those black shadow looking spots are now gone. I don't see any. You got the phone up close, so I'm not positive about every bit of it, but it's okay.
I will let you know.
Yep, looks very good, don't it? All them shadow spots. It might be a couple little tiny ones I'm not seeing in this second, but
Yeah,
looks like maybe
looks evenly.
one maybe long down the bottom right there, but that still gives you a good valve seat all the way around. When you only got half of a gray moon, then this other half's not seating. So therefore you're going to lose compression and you're going to burn a valve.
And that's how you're doing all the other valves.
And that's how I'm doing all the rest of them, yeah. Because you want to get that nice smooth ring all the way around of a gray ring. Because it comes out gray because of the compound that you're grinding into the metal.
Right.
And at that high rate of speed with the drill, it does it a whole lot faster than it does doing this rotating with your hands, which is a lot slower. So that's why I do the drill like I seen that guy on the YouTube video
So
do.
masking tape, R2+2 in compound, and a drill is all you need.
Yeah. 3 stages of sandpaper. I'm using the 220, the 500 sandpaper grit, and then I use the 1500 to smooth it and polish it up.
Okay.
And yeah, so it's rather neat. And I haven't never done my YouTube, so hey, there's a thumbs up on this, huh?